Hello, housemates, and welcome to the River Lethe, where we are playing Avernum, Escape from the Pit. You remember at the end of last episode, we got rocked by some Nepharim. That was bad news. We are not going to go try that again. We are going to deal with these spiders again. That was easy. So, obviously, we need to become a bit stronger before we deal with those... the Nepharim, before we deal with the Nephilim problem in a serious way. So we need to go find some random other quests to do. Oh, poor spiders. You are toast. I bet spider toast would be gross. I don't want that for breakfast. Alright. Oops. Do. Alright. Spider's done. Okay, so what else do we have to do? We can go north to Formello. We've got some things we can do there. Northwest of Kotra. Alright, so Kotra is right here. Northwest is up this way. We haven't explored that way. Let's see if we can do anything. You meet a group of guards from the city of Kotra. They're out on patrol. After mutual greetings, they give you a warning. Be very careful if you're planning to travel farther west. There is a lot of Sliths in the area, and they're very dangerous. You thank them for their warning and continue on your way. As they leave, you notice that they look like they've seen a lot of combat lately. Worn armor, dented weapons, and recently applied bandages. And right behind them, there's some nastiness. Let's deal with that. You managed to escape their notice. Do you wish to simply avoid them? No. I want to fight. Last time I was avoiding something, I got that dialogue box, I pressed check. And that's not what you want to do. You want to press X so that you can fight. Unless you think that you're about to get beat up. Alright. This should be easy. But always as a precaution, protect and daze are good ideas. Critical for 3 damage. Alright, so my archer dude is encumbered. We may just have to give up and sell things for below their value soon. Right, let's move you here. Pick up these crystals. Alright, that's good. Done. Okay, let's see what we can find out this way. So we know if we go this way, we're going to run into the same area where we found the Nepharim. So we're going to be a little bit leery of doing so. Here looks like a group of bandits. Something like that. Let's go check this out. You meet a loud, boisterous band of Avernite soldiers. Their armor and weapons look like they've seen a lot of use lately, but their actual bodies are free of wounds. They're a wild, loud, and lethally competent bunch of fighters. When they see you, they greet you with great cheer and offer some of their harsh mushroom wine. Blah. They ask if you'd like to buy some of the loot they've taken from dead Sliths. Hey, sure, let's see what they got. Steel shield, that's really good. Blessed belt. Okay, acid shower scroll. Slith spears are super good. We could get one of those for our priest. Now, these prices are exorbitant. That means you're overpaying severely. So, despite the fact that this stuff is good, it's not worth it. So, fine. Let's see what this says. The sign says, the writing is all in Slith pictographs. You can't understand any of it. So, that's probably a Slith encampment there. Let's check out other things first. Now, one thing we can do is we can get on a boat here, because there's a boat works. We didn't actually talk to everyone in Kotra. A lot of the encounters out this way might be too much for us, so let's go back here and talk to people. And that kind of thing. You're a guard. I don't want to talk to guards. Nance. What's up, Nance? A young woman wanders around the courtyard, preoccupied. She wears a brightly colored dress and is in quite a good mood. She nods to you. Good day, warrior. I am Nance. Off from the weapon shop today and enjoying the town. I hope the weather is to your liking. She smiles. Good day to you. Enjoying your walk? Oh yes, this is my day off. Normally I trade off days with Elspeth. We own the weapon shop and run it together. Oh, then you must know Elspeth well. Nance smiles shyly. Yes, very well. On the surface and here as well. They threw us through the portal into Avernum together. Why? He asked, knowing it's because the surface is homophobic. As I said, we are close. I don't know what the Empire's reason for sending you into Avernum was, but you have learned ours. For a moment, her cheery mood breaks, and her eyes show a cold glint of anger. I have another question. Nance continues her walk, humming. As she goes, you struggle to keep up with her. It is good to take walks to keep healthy. Tomorrow, I'm back to being cooped up in the weapon shop. You work in the weapon shop. Is that your normal trade? No. Sadly, I prefer to work with magical crafts. However, I lack the proper materials, and the last person I knew who tried to improvise down here met an ugly fate. That sounds interesting. Tell me about it. He tried to use an enchanted crystal to reverse the portal in Fort Avernum, used it to create a gateway back to the surface. I don't know what he was thinking. The experiment drove him nearly mad. The crystal got left behind in Fort Avernum. Where did the enchanted crystal come from? Nobody knows. Strange blue crystals were scattered down here when the first humans arrived in Avernum. They're called wisdom crystals. When you stare deep within them, they talk to you. Whisper things. Who made them? Nobody knows. I'd like to meet their makers, though. Whoever they are, they really knew how to enchant crystals. What happened to that crystal? Don't know. When I met the poor fellow later, he said that he left it at the base of a statue, for what little that's worth. If I'm ever going back to Fort Avernum, I might look for it. Alright, that's all. So we know where there's something back at Fort Avernum. Oh, my back. What's up, Jenny? Oh, there's a pregnant woman with long blonde hair behind the counter. A pungent smell comes from the pots bubbling in the fire behind her. She says, "Welcome to my shop, wanderer. I am called Jenny, alchemist of Kotra. We have potions for sale. Not love mixtures and other nonsense. My brews are the real item." When are you expecting? In 3 months, I hope. Thank you for asking. I'm nervous, as you can well imagine. What worries you? Motherhood is terrifying in the best of times, but here, in the underworld, And yet, for all its misery, this is our land. If we don't have children, we have truly surrendered to the Empire. I have another question. What are you cooking up? I brew a wide variety of different potions. I am an alchemist by trade. It is a difficult craft, as we who practice it tend to jealously guard our secrets. What sort of secrets are you looking for? He asked, oblivious to what she just said. An excellent question. The greatest mage in Avernum, or so it is told, is named Erica. It is said that she has a tower far to the west, but I know not where. If you could locate her tower and tell me where it is, I would pay you a finder's fee. Tell me more about Erica. I have heard many rumors, but facts are few and far between. She came down here decades ago, accompanied by many other powerful wizards from the Empire. Patrick, Solberg, Archmage Linda, that lot. She gives you an appraising gaze. You might wish to seek her out for your own reasons. Why? She has true power and, from what I heard, true ambition. I can see in your eyes that you are the sort who wishes to do more than just rot down here. If I read you true, find Erica. So that's a little bit of a shoving us really hard from the narrators and writers there. Let's see. Can you teach me some alchemy? She smiles apologetically. I'm afraid I don't sell my secrets. However, there is a mage visiting who mentioned having some skill in alchemy. He's been staying around the bar. His name is Koenig. You met that fellow. You might ask him. Buy some potions. See what you've got. Prices are expensive. Fine. Goodbye. Alright. Koenig's probably not going to give us the time of day. You enter the Kotra Boatworks. Small craft are everywhere in various stages of construction. When completed, they will be put on logs and rolled down to the water. It's very impressive. Avernum boats are small skiffs built from the light, spongy wood of the strange fungal cavewood trees. They float quite well, though boating on subterranean rivers is perilous, even in the best conditions. Okay, we might want a boat. So, Eduardo. You see a heavy man with a peg leg. He wears an eye patch, but you can't help but notice that he occasionally lifts it and looks at things with both eyes. What? When he sees you, he leans against one of his boats and adopts a confident, piratical pose. Arr, welcome to me shop. I am Eduardo, and I craft the ships that sail the dark and deadly underseas. Tell me of the dangers of the sea. Arr, I used to sail the underground seas, fishing and exploring. Then the Slith started attacking. Since then, business has been slow. And was it a Slith that took your leg? Nay, 'twas a sea worm. It slithered up from the deeps, and its sharp fangs took the poor fellow clean off. Sea worm? Aye. Few believe they are real, but they are. They lurk far below, fearing the lights of the humans. But, mark my words, if they ever come near the surface in numbers, no sailor will be safe. Only walking for ye. I have another question. Let's see. Man, my accent with this guy is all over the place. Eduardo paces about his workshop, barely hindered by his peg leg. He barks at his underlings. Make me craft fine enough to pilot the deadly seas, or I'll make ye dogs walk the plank. Or whatever. This is a fine workshop. Aye, 'tis needed to make boats. Fine watercraft fit to sail the seas. Well, the lakes, rivers, you know. I've got one ready to purchase. You look tough enough to brave the danger, matey. And a bargain at 250 coins. Alright, we'll definitely buy that, because there's a lot of stuff that you can't get to if you don't buy a boat. And we got plenty of money. So, boat buying. I want it, give it. Now you are free to sail the high seas. Onto the water you go. Arr. He hands you the deed to one of the boats on the docks to the south. You can now board it. Alright. Let's go talk to Andrew. You meet a teenage boy. He's busy, eagerly working with some lumber. Sorry. That's easily a double entendre there, or a euphemism. You watch him easily sling around the tools and boards. He's an extremely strong kid, almost remarkably so. He gives you a nod as he hauls the load of wood. Welcome to the boatworks. I'm Andrew. Apprentice Andrew, I mean. What are you making? The answer is boats. Just working on the boats, spreading tar, filling holes, following Eduardo's orders. So, what is Eduardo like, other than crazy? His eyes widen. He's alright, I guess. Doesn't beat me much. Lets me sleep 6 hours a night. Plus, he lowers his voice to a whisper. I hear he was a pirate. Ask him about it. He'll tell you many exciting tales of the sea. Doesn't sound like you like working for Eduardo. He lowers his voice. No, I don't. I'm saving my coins to buy a sword and a suit of armor. Wow, that would be great. I could see the world. And if some heroes come along, I could help them. I'm real strong and great with tools and traps. And I can use a spear, too. I sure could be great on adventures. Golly. This is like, you know, Leave It to Beaver Underworld edition. Let's see. Well, you could come with us. Well, gee, I don't think any heroes worth anything would care at all for having a kid such as you with them. That's just mean. Well, you could come with us. We could use another strong fellow. Andrew looks you over. He notes your scars and the many dents and scratches on your armor. He rapidly finds how great a distance there is between dreams of heroism and the reality. Thank you. I still need to save up some coins for a good weapon. Someday, I should go back to work. That's a good way to ruin people's dreams. Don't be mean to them, just show them reality. Conversation ends. Alright. Board guards. This is Elspeth. You see a lethal-looking woman in a leather baldric. You can see the outlines of daggers of varying sizes through her clothes. Considering the dangers of Avernum, you can understand her wanting to be well-armed. I'm Elspeth, and blades and armor are my trade. If you don't mind me saying, you look like you would know a good weapon if you saw it. Tell me about your wares. I deal in armor and weapons, and if you have any supplies you don't need, you can sell them to me. What with the lizards around, business has been very, very good. What lizards? He asked stupidly. The Slith, that's what they're called. They all live to the west, and they've been warring for some time. Them and their foul king. Like we didn't have enough trouble with the Nephilim and the Nepharim. I hear that. She looks back at the wide variety of weapons on the walls. Yes, it's been a two-front war, but we're holding them off pretty well. Better than some. What's the difference between Nephilim and the Nepharim? The Nepharim are like the Nephilim, but bigger and sterile, like mules. Don't know much about them, except that they're nasty. Captured a bunch of our people the other week. She sighs and then starts fingering a knife up her sleeve. We'll pay them back. Mark my words. Who is the king of the Slith? The beast called Slith, and he sends the barbarian Sliths out to hunt us all. I'm told there are some Sliths to the south who don't follow Slith, but I've never met one. That sounds like an opportunity to set lizard against lizard. I have another question. I'd like to sell you some stuff, because I got lots of it to sell. Alright. So we're just going to have to suck it up and, like, take less than what things are worth here. Just deal with it. So we need to clear out our inventory of some things. A lot of this stuff we can just dump. So part of the thing about getting value for the items is has to do with I think some skills that you have, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just get rid of a bunch of stuff here. Clear out our inventory a bit. Make a note which things weren't going to sell at all. Excuse me. It's helpful to keep bars of metal because they are often used, if I remember correctly, in like crafting things. So I'm going to keep that kind of stuff. All right. I'd like to look at the armor you're selling. Prices here are expensive. Nothing exciting. Can I buy some weapons? Expensive. Yeah, I think we're fine. All right. Let's go down here. Get out of my way, guard. Keep out. Fine. No desire to anger anyone at the moment. Ooh, a trap door. Where does this go? Don't have the key, so we can't get in. But there's magic. Fine. Let's see if Koenig is any more chatty now that we've been told he's an alchemist. Hey. Let's see. I heard that you know something about alchemy. Alchemy? His dour face... Oh, no. Alchemy? His dour face twists into a slight smile. Ah, you must have been speaking with Jenny. What I was saying was that a man named Kortath just found some interesting new recipes using grey mold. If you're interested, I last saw him. He was in Fort Duvno. That was some time ago, however, and he said he was planning to head north, looking for some isolated cave far from the city where he could do his research. Kortath had an apprentice in the Tower of Magi. She might know more. What brings you here? Yeah, he's not going to talk to us anymore. Let's try and talk to the ninja again. What brings you to the Dark Lake pub? Just passing through, and he's going to be like, I don't want to talk to you. Fine. All right, so let's go play on our boat. Oh, wait. I think we have to go down here. Yeah, to the docks. It'll be one of these boats. All right, let's see. Not my property. Not my property. Not my property. Aha! Boat. All right. So let's do some exploring. How do I get off? Ah, there we go. You find a large pile of rubble here. Not all of it is boring, worthless rock. At the base of the heap is a large, flawless quartz crystal. Let's take it and get ambushed by something. No? All right. Where is this crystal? Who picked it up? Who picked it up? What? Where? I don't see a crystal. Is it a special item? Crystal, crystal, crystal. I guess it must be. I don't see it anywhere. All right, whatever. Get back on our boat. Let's head back this way and see what we can find. Good, we can go under that. That's good to know. Let's get off here. Get out. Okay, goblins, it looks like some kind of mage, maybe. Let's see what we got here. There is a human woman with a group of goblins hidden back here. A strange combination. They saw you coming and are prepared to defend themselves. They don't seem to want to fight you, though. Leave peacefully. You back away. Relieved, they return to their work. They seem to be digging a tunnel out of the back wall of this passage. I'll deal with them later. Alright, so we're blocked going further that way. I don't like randomly killing things. Sometimes it turns out not to be the right choice. And here's a cache. Get out of the boat. Dig up a ruby. So this can also be dangerous, exploring this way, because there's some slimes. Encounters are not really sorted by are not of a uniform difficulty across a geographical area. These little places can often be the worst. Concealed cave wall. So we found a big... Here, oh shit. This is bad. In the distance, you can see a pack of red lizards hunting the corridors. It's easy to tell they are there from a distance. The reek of sulfur that wafts off them provides a clear signal. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. This is a super dangerous area. That might be like a dragon's lair or something. We could run into something particularly unpleasant if we're not careful in an area like this. So maybe we can backtrack our way to what the goblin lady was digging to from here. This looks like it's going to change into something interesting. Oh, this could be a hot springs. A fountain burbles out of the crack in the ground here. The water is sparkling and bright. almost gem-like in the dim light. The longer you stare at it, the thirstier you feel. That sounds like a trap, but I'm going to drink it. The water is refreshing and wonderful. You drink your fill. Then, as you leave, you start to feel more alert. Your thoughts are clearer. What an invigorating drink that was. Ah, okay, so it's an experience fountain. Okay, so there's all sorts of random stuff hidden in these caves. Let us continue on our way. We can deal with those slimes later. Just very leery of running. All right, here's some Slith. They could probably, oh no, they're gonna pursue us, aren't they? All right, let's just turn and deal with them. Oh, that was a mistake. Ugh, Jesus. All right, time to get beat up again. Don't remember when the last autosave was. So the Slith are nasty, and they all resist dead days. So we are totally boned once again. Okay. Sure. And nope. Spell ward. That's not really going to help. Slith are pretty magic resistant, if I remember, just very generally. Alright, we dazed a bunch of them that time. Might save us. Oh, come on, dude. Just die already. Let's try and finish off that one there. No, 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 it's all bad. Well, yeah, we are totally screwed. Just gonna spam days here, I guess. Alright, ow. Come on, dude. Help me out here. Do you have anything good in your inventory? Steel ward, that will help us. Fire wand. Can I don't know if there's friendly fire. Oh, that was not helpful. Ow. Ow, stop it. Ow. No bueno. God damn it. Alright, it's 2 down. Potion. Let's see here. We dazed one of them at least. Just need to get rid of as many of them as possible, so as to limit the amount of damage that we end up taking. Ow, dude, not cool. Probably gonna miss. Yup. Yeah, that guy is... Oh, God. That is not good. All right. Just keep trying to daze them, I guess. Okay, good. That won us a little bit of time. No, you gotta hit. No. No. Fucking die. No. You're screwed. God, you're all useless. Let's see here. Anything else we can do? No. Can keep missing this guy like that. Just miss him forever, apparently. God, just... No, die. No, you have to hit him. Daze him? No, just miss. Oh, fuck you. We are so fucked. Because we cannot hit this motherfucker. Literally, none of us can hit him at all. Can we, like, run away? No. Well. Seriously. Why are you so awful? We just can't hit him with anything at all. Everything is missing. Why? Oh, we finally hit him. That was depressing. All right. Oh, we're in the honeycomb. That explains some things. I remember that from the old version of the game. So, where were we, other than dying? Are we on our way to the fountain here? Yeah. So, let's go back and drink. Great, wonderful. Let's avoid. Let's just go back to our boat. This place is terrible. I'm not gonna fight those slimes. Okay, away from this awful land. That's the honeycomb. Probably a dragon lair. Do not want to go there. Let's see what's on here. In this tiny hidden cavern, you find a body in rusted armor. It's been dead for a long time. It might be human. Lying near its hands is a large crystal, broken on one end. Take it. Got another crystal. Let's go up to this garbage heap. Alright, nothing there. So here's some Slith stuff. As we just experienced, we are in no position to take them on. This looks interesting. This land has been infested by a large colony of dangerous, poisonous fungus. Do you try and clear them away? Sure, why not? Get killed by something else. Oh, this was clearly a mistake. Oh god, okay, so when this inevitably ends in terror and death, we will end this episode. Yup. All right, let's get it over with. I don't think you can daze burning fungus. Well, this has been a pretty embarrassing episode. Is there a commit suicide button? Let's see if they can be dazed for future reference. No, probably not. Okay, so death. Lots of death. All right, we're going to end this episode, and we're going to obviously need to be a bit more cautious in the future. I have to try and remember, because I haven't played the first game in this series for a long time, where you're supposed to go in terms of levels. So I think maybe I need to go north to Formello. That seems like the best option at this point. Because we know we're not in shape to deal with a Nephilim fort, because there will be Nepharim in there and they'll crush us. We're not in any shape to deal with Slith, as you saw. So we should go north to Formello and see what we can do there. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching me get crushed yet more. If you'd like to see more crushing, if you are a person enamored of Schadenfreude, then stay tuned, because it's probably going to happen a lot. Stay tuned, meaning like this video and subscribe. If you're not going to do that, I'll just be hanging out here in this crypt, being dead.